Hi, my name is Justin Lara. This is discussion board 7 for Aviation 360 at Liberty University. I'll be discussing standard operating procedures, what they are, why they're important, and how to promote them within your organization. Although the aviation industry is heavily regulated, there are very few rules that specifically speak to technique or operational procedures. The standards for operational procedure in terms of operation of the aircraft, flight planning, caring for passengers, and maintaining records are left to the operator. Standard operating procedures allows for the aircraft to be flown the same way by all pilots, whether both pilots always fly together or you have someone new in the right seat. Everyone knows exactly what to expect and is on the same page. In the creation of the standard operating procedures, consideration should be given to things such as the Code of Federal Regulations, Aeronautical Information Manual, International Civil Aviation Organization, operating handbooks, and more. All pilots should have a say in the creation of SOPs, and the final outcome should be agreed to and followed by the entire department. Finally, the standard operating procedures should be updated continuously as the department gains more experience, regulations change, and shortcomings are found. U.S. Airways Express Flight 2495 attempted to abort at takeoff, causing them to overrun the runway at Yeager Airport in Charleston, West Virginia. Cockpit voice recorder information revealed that the flight crew began a personal conversation, that is, a conversation not pertinent to the operation of the airplane, during a departure delay. The flight crew members continued the non-pertinent conversation throughout the entire taxi, which was not in accordance with standard operating procedures and federal regulations regarding sterile cockpits. While completing the checklist, the distracted pilots failed to notice incorrect flap positioning. The takeoff was normal until the airplane reached an airspeed of about 120 knots. At this time, FDR data showed the flaps beginning to move from the flaps 8 position to the flaps 20 position. The CVR then recorded the sound of the airplane master caution and flaps and spoilers configuration oral alerts. The captain initiated a rejected takeoff about 5 seconds after he started moving the flaps at 140 knots. The captain should have called for a reject takeoff as soon as he recognized the flaps were in the wrong position. As a result of the captain's decision to attempt to reconfigure the flaps and delay the reject takeoff, the airplane overran the runway end and entered the engineered materials arresting system at an airspeed of around 50 knots. NTSB contributed the incident to the flight crew members' unprofessional behavior, including their non-adherence to sterile cockpit procedures by engaging in non-pertinent conversation, which distracted them for the primary flight-related duties and led to their failure to correctly set and verify the flaps. There are 3 major reasons SOPs are not followed. They are: organization lacks adequate SOPs, the organization doesn't adhere to their SOPs, and the flight crews intentionally disregard SOPs. In this incident, flight crews intentionally disregarded their company's SOPs and decided to talk while they should have been in a sterile cockpit environment. The National Business Aviation Association found that intentional crew noncompliance was a factor in 40% of worldwide accidents reviewed by human factors experts. If standard operating procedures were adhered to, these accidents would not have happened. Pilots who intentionally deviate from SOPs are found to make, on average, 3 times more errors, mismanage more errors, and find themselves in more undesirable aircraft situations. To promote the SOPs and compliance with them, I would work to incorporate them into company culture. To do this, I would learn them to fully understand and teach them to others in my department, lead by example by using the standard operating procedures myself, and discuss them regularly with my coworkers. That is going to conclude my presentation for this week. Thank you for watching.